Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Guys, I'm not going for
Good morning.
Thanksgiving holiday. You want to make money?
Is that a question, Virginia?
Yes.
No, today might be my pesa day. I'm waiting on that Tesla.
that uh, that volume yesterday was so disheartening. Barely any volume.
But the volume's up today. We're bullish.
You're bullish. Okay. So I'm gonna look at stocks that I haven't looked at for a while. ADB, we know it finally broke 600. It's 614. It hasn't broken 614. This was the first time. Tempted again and again. We need to know what these stocks are doing. So it hit our target. Our target was 612. So it slightly broke our target 612. I still don't have any strategy for some of these stocks. The only thing they have is their over. And so here it starts the upper Bollinger Band, then it pulls back. We have three inside bars, and still this is almost touching retesting the previous price. So it had three inside days, and then it went back the same level. Then yesterday we had a lot of NR7. Last time we had 7, so if you guys remember, it was 8. Then afterward, we had that bullish trend continuing for a couple of days. So we had some stock creating NR7 here. The 6th, is it on the 6th or in the 7th? I don't remember. 7th or 8th. And then some pullback, and then we had some stocks continuing up. So we have a couple of stocks with NR7. We see ADB. It has a squeeze on 1 hour. It had a squeeze here and slightly went up. Not a big squeeze move. Then we have another squeeze.
I know we sat back, throw up all
But this is my fault.
Then we had another squeeze. We have another squeeze here. So I don't know where it's going because it has like a triple top. So we had 613 here, 613 here, and then it came back to the same level here. So it's either gonna squeeze out It's either a squeeze out. Just give me a second. this sleeping early is becoming not so such a good thing because we wake up so early. Everyone is awake. So ADB, we are watching it. From 612, I think we had the goal. I think it still has room. Still have some room to retest the previous high, which was 685 or 699. So we still have room. The thing is, from here, when it hit 479, it just went bullish all the way to this level, 675, then pull back, and then went all the way to 699. But this was COVID time, so everything was trending up. So now we should watch. You see, it's reporting earnings in December, so we still have time. If we'll have this move continuing, we have the Bollinger Band, the upper band has 644 and 652, and the PBXT levels we have 692, and we know ADB is on the momentum list, so if it decides to continue, it can go on. But what is worrying is when you have it had a shallow pullback here. This was barely a pullback, but this is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 days of no much action. So that squeeze we have on 1 hour, I don't know if it's gonna materialize today with the kind of volume we have. Either we're gonna have continuation, we're gonna have some pullback. Don't know if it has. I don't know which stocks have you guys found that have narrow CPR, weekly CPR, because those are the things you start looking. If nothing materialized from the narrow CPR immediately from Monday, then you're looking at it from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So here the next target cost.
Costco. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna look at cost today. So ADB, the next target is 637. So the minute we're breaking out of this range, it's consolidating, hasn't broken this level, like this is like a triple top. If it doesn't pull back, then we're looking at continuation to 637. And if it pulls back all the way to 600, 575. So the previous key level was 575. So that I know it's a range, but if you are pulling back for 3 days, those are the levels to watch for. Okay, so that's for ADB. I was gonna look at Coast and Lulu. I've just been lazy this week. I'll look at some strategies I have for these stocks before the week, before the weekend. So I should be probably posting them by. Look at them today or I don't know. So here, Coast, we had 2 days of pullback. We know pullback should last 3 days. If you're seeing only 2 days, just wait for continuation. So Coast had gone all the way to the 600. And this was a sharp, this is a sharp. That's still a shallow pullback. What is this for this stocks? Since Wednesday. It's a week. Last week, Wednesday, when This is days of Uber, but still creating inside bars. So it needs to retest the 600. We go way to these stocks, the way they're behaving is not a good sign. It's a sign of this squeeze. This was a squeeze since Friday. Squeeze here, squeeze here. So something is coming, and it also has a narrow CPR. Something must be coming. If as long as it stays above, so the CPR level is 559, which is way down here. So if it doesn't go to 596 and then retest the previous high level, this 599, and then go all the way to 614. So if that doesn't happen, then we'll be looking at all the stocks. I like the cool off because the cool off means something, some move is coming. But when you have a stock just going up, you expect that sudden up to something. But this one, the cool off, you can anticipate either way, especially now that it's been squeezing for days. So this is a good sign for cost. This squeeze for days. I don't know if the squeeze is on 4 hours. Really, but this thing is it's see the way it widens and then it's coming together. So the squeeze is on 1 hour. Then we have a wide band. So the wide band is also a good strategy to trade the when you have a broad band, it constricts. So as long as it's above the 572, the mid band, then it means it can go back up. But the minute it breaks 572, then you're looking at this, it's going to the lower band levels, 543. So it has a squeeze. It's been squeezing on 1 hour. So that can be, you can barely hear me. I'm exhausted. My voice is tired. I'll buy a very good, I need to buy a mic, what do you call it? Microphone or what? This is going to be a good play. So keep watch of it, especially because it's been squeezing for 3 days. Okay, so cost, which is the other stock on squeeze. So anytime you have on Monday, when you're looking for stocks with a narrow CPR, if nothing is happening to that stock Monday, Tuesday, then look at it from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because if it has a narrow CPR, then it means a move will come. So if you see one consolidating above the R1, it either has to go to R2 and R3, or it's going back to the CPR and then go back to support 1. So it's either going to go up, and especially cost because it has a squeeze since Friday. So Friday here, Monday, then Tuesday squeeze. So we still haven't had a breakout or a breakdown. So keep a lookout for cost. Any other stock that you guys have looked at? I wanted to talk about Lulu. Okay. Lulu and Coast have the same pattern. See this one, spinning top, then it's 4 days of, this was the highest range, then this one slightly broke it, but it's been making inside bars for 3 days. So this is a cool off, that calm after storm. So you want either you're breaking out, and this one also has a narrow CPR. So this already was this. Oh, my CPR is monthly. So Coast and Lulu both have narrow monthly CPR. So this one started beginning of the month, went to R1. Then we are looking at it going to R2 and then R3. So this has a monthly narrow CPR. Okay. So even the weekly is also narrow. And it's hovering just below the R1. So it can go to R1 is 436, R2 454, 471. If it rejects going up, then you're looking at it below 420 to pull back. So if you see, you can't see the blue indication of a squeeze, but it's still squeezing. It's the same, almost the same as Coast. So yesterday, this band is forming a tube. So after this, you usually get a breakout. So we can't see a squeeze on 1 hour, but it has a squeeze on 30 minutes. So today means here it had a squeeze, nothing, it didn't materialize, it's squeezing again. So look at Lulu also, something can be happening to it. Any other stock? On Monday, we all are supposed to look for stocks with a narrow CPR, weekly CPR, any other stock. Because those are the stocks, if nothing has happened Monday and Tuesday, you're looking at it Wednesday, if we're going to get a breakout or a breakdown. Growth, what's the other stock? Give me another stock with a narrow CPR.
Can we look at
I
ISRG?
knew you were gonna call my name, you know. I don't have one.
Huh?
I don't have one right now.
What about ISRG? Ruth, I'm helping.
Does it have a narrow
Thank you,
CPR?
Donna.
Yeah,
Why
has
are
a
you- Ruth, why are you saying thank you? So this means you don't look at this thing. Today is Wednesday.
I do, but don't Virginia, I was not looking at the CPR.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not sure I like it. I prefer to leave you.
Ruth, you're in trouble.
I'm not thinking. Virginia gave us 10 million indicators and said to choose the ones we like.
It's
So,
not, but this one is not about using it. It's about knowing stocks that are about to break out or break down because it has a narrow CPR for the week. So it's telling you the stocks that you should be watching for that week.
okay. Okay, Virginia, I'll use it this weekend.
Which weekend?
This weekend. Ask me on Monday then.
Eat up my good. Okay. I don't want to let my blood pressure go up. I'm just gonna relax.
Don't.
So, Ruth,
Yes.
endelea na hizo zingine.
There you go again. Virginia, I'm gonna start talking in my language to you. See how it feels.
How is it I say that? Oh my God. Okay, so D is reporting. Always when D is reporting, you look at the sympathies. So CAT is gonna be sympathy. And CAT already reported in October, then it pulled back and then had continuation, has been going up ever since. We had these 3 days and then we had consolidation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we started going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 days is been trending up. So it has a narrow CPR. This kind of looks like a medium, but it's even medium or narrow is still good. R1 is 313. Oh, this is ISRG. What? I'm wondering 313. I'm like, that's not CAT. Oh, ISRG post-year. I told you guys ISRG is a good post-year stock. Okay, ER to ER. So this was the last ER in July. It was bearish, came all the way to 282, lower high, and then continuation all the way into continued after earnings. So you want to establish the trend post ER. Okay, so it has a, let me see the monthly. Okay. So monthly is also medium, it's also good. It's just 1 point apart. Now, this is the thing with ISRG. I know I've given you guys these levels and probably you don't remember. ISRG, from wherever support is coming from, wherever it's coming from, when it goes to 0, it's supposed to go all the way to 308. From 308, it always fills that gap to 321. I know I give you guys these gaps. I gave you guys gaps for BA, and finally BA hit that gap. From 306, 206 BA goes all the way to 215, 215 to 21. So ISRG, whatever support is coming from, the minute it starts being bullish, goes all the way to 308. That's the first support. Then from 308, usually goes to, I know there's it's 321. I know there's some in between, but the key levels are 3. When the minute, the day you're trading ISRG and it goes above 308, here, this is the day. The day it went above, you want a day a stock is breaking a key level after pullback, and this is not even a pullback. What is this? Not even a pullback. The minute it pulls back, you're buying a call. Or if you'd already bought your call here, you're saying I'm holding up to 321. The minute it breaks above 308, you're holding all the way. It's supposed to go to 321. Okay? I don't know if I'm confusing this. I know the levels is 308, 321, 330. It's been bad. The problem when you're bearish for so long, you even forget. I need to eat more fish oil and carrots. Okay. 321. Okay, so whatever support is coming from, see here it came from 832, it always goes to 308. The day it breaks above 308, then the next target level is 321. Okay, the 323, sorry, 323. The reason it went down is because it didn't hit 323. So the key level is 323. Okay, so this one, it rejected 323, came down to 295. And then it's been bearish ever since. The entire time until it hit 248. Okay, so now when you start going back up again, it's 308. Is that 306 or 308? There's another stock with this almost the same levels. No, it's Lulu Alta is 408, 423, the same, but by difference by 100. So 308, the day it breaks above 308. So whatever support is coming from, any support, the minute it shows you a higher low, just know it's supposed to go all the way to 308. Yeah, it will go up, pull back, go up, pull back. But the first destination is 308. So I don't know how you people remember these things. I know Donna told me she has, I don't know, 10 notebooks. Shiba showed you guys how
Yeah,
to.
me too. Me too, Virginia. Me too.
How do you now remember all these things? Put some notes. You can put notes on Webull. You can put notes on TradingView, so that you remember. How do you remember that Virginia said this about ISRG?
My chalkboard is my notebook.
There are so many stocks. just put notes on these. You can, Shiba showed you guys how to do this. You have all those notes somewhere. Key levels when it's above this, whatever support is coming from, even if it's coming from 200, it's supposed to go all the way to 308, 308, 321, 321, 30 something. I don't know. Okay. So if we go by this CPR, it just broke above that 3. The minute you're seeing this, anytime a stock breaks a key level, then no, it's supposed to go to the next level. So here we are watching it. Is it going to go to 321 or is it going to reject it? So we have our R2 is 334 and then R3 is 360. Okay, so ISRG, just those notes you're putting there, you're saying, first of all, is a good post-year stock. You can trend them, establish a trend, it moves from ER to ER. Then write the key levels. Whatever support is coming from, the minute it has given you a confirmation, it's going back up. It's supposed to go all the way to 308, 308, 323, 323, 334, something like that. Okay, you put those notes on the chart so that when you're looking at that chart, you're remembering. But those notebooks and your boards, and put alerts or even draw those lines. You draw those lines, just draw a line, draw a line at that 321. So when that stock is going up, you're seeing that line, it's reminding you this stock is headed to that level. But all those 10 notebooks, how do you look for them, especially you guys at work? I already talked about LMT on Sunday, Kashiro. What more do you want me to say?
I think ISRG had lower highs. I think on Sunday, but again, the notebook issue. But I think it had lower highs on the daily and the weekly. And that's where I had my question.
Which lower highs?
On the daily and the weekly.
Donna,
Tell
me
it
levels.
changed.
Don't tell me lower highs on the weekly. Tell me the level. Because
Okay.
this stock has been trending up. So which lower high? This stock has been creating higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low,
Oh, yeah.
higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. It's been here where it's not broken this level.
Level. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was watching.
So where are those lower highs?
That was in my notebook on Sunday, which was probably be from Friday. But disregard. Those notebooks have to go.
Get a chalkboard.
Do you work with a chalkboard?
Chalkboard. I don't know. I think the Excel and OneNote is good. I think Excel and OneNote.
Oh my God. You know, you're telling me lower highs and I'm getting confused. I'm like, this stock has been trending up since October 30th. Just had some bit of consolidation and then pull back here 2 days and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we want to see today's day 7, so it's above by day 6 by 1 day. So is it going to pull back or is it gonna go on into day 9?
Yeah.
Okay? Majamini, you guys need to take notes here. On here or draw those lines. Like here, just even by looking at this chart, it's supposed to go, but we stocks go back to where they came from. So it came from 321 to 248. It's supposed to go back to 321. Okay, so this, just draw a line here or write those notes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's not going below when it pulls back below 308, then we're looking at a pullback. It can pull back all the way to 285. If it rejects 285, then it means it still wants to go up. Anytime you come on the daily, a stock that has been trending up, if you're seeing 2 days of pullback, just know that stock wants to continue going up.
Okay.
Ashiro, LMT. What am I saying about LMT? I already gave you guys a plan for LMT. I already put the levels in the weekly. I told you guys this stock has been consolidating. We wanted more. We got more on Monday. We got another day of indecision. We still have another day of indecision. I told you guys I need 3 more days. This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need another day. But you can still trade the range. So you're putting your range, your line here, and another line at top here. So when you go to a lower time frame, you can trade that range. If it's a good range, you can trade it. But Mami, what do you want me to say? It has a narrow, yes, that's why. Oh, okay, it has a narrow weekly CPR. So that's why I'd say this stock, we start watching it because we had gotten that consolidation. The consolidation we wanted, it's been consolidating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if you look on a lower time frame, you're seeing the way it was just not doing it. Look at this, it's just on a straight line. It's going sideways. That's what consolidation is. A stock is going sideways. So from when it came from 460 and dropped to 439, it's just been going sideways. 448, not breaking 448. So from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, how am I counting? So 8. We're on day 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're on day 8. So you guys know when a stock is approaching the 9th day, any multiple of 3, start looking at it because a move can start happening before it hits that day 9. And that's what happened yesterday. It started trending up. So it has it's a medium. It's a medium. This is the next level. We know it has been struggling to break 450. So this is the next R1, R2, R3. I don't know if the monthly. Oh, this is the monthly. So this can be a good trade. We only have a few days, but it's been since the day it hit 460 and came down, it's just been consolidating for the past 9, 8 days. So look at it. It needs to break above 457, then it goes up. On the weekly, so this we had already talked about UNH, Lilly. So weekly it has a narrow CPR. So when the day yesterday, it broke above the CPR, and then it has hit R1. R2 is 451, R3 is 455. Okay, so this meant when Ruth is saying she can't look at CPR, so this was already telling you LMT was a good play from Monday. Okay, so I'm not gonna put more time on LMT. I talked about LMT, UNH, Lilly, and MSTR, and I put the levels there. So those are the levels to watch for. Okay, so anything with a narrow CPR, it's if you're looking at the gap is not so big because this stock has been consolidating. Whenever a stock is consolidating, the gap continues to be narrow and narrow until it breaks that consolidation. Okay, you see here the range was big, but because it's been consolidating, look at the range, became so narrow. And this is a bearish CPR. So this was higher, this was lower, and this is even lower. Okay, but it came from down here, and it broke above CPR and it's going up. And it also has a medium CPR on the monthly. So we still have still can be a good play. It's still a good play in my opinion. We just need it to break out of the consolidation. Somebody had asked about CAT. So CAT,
Mhm.
I will talk about DE because I already talked about DE. I have put the levels. It's reporting earnings. Is it reporting earnings this morning? I don't even know. It is. I just see CAT. I know it. DE was 22nd is today, right? I realize there's so much relaxation and no stress when you're trading post-year compared to this one night you guys you want to put all your money there and all your heart and everything here. Look, a stock goes down, then it starts going up. What's the point? Just wait for post-year. Okay, so has a narrow CPR. It was rejecting, and I told you guys if it doesn't break 385, then we're looking at it on the downside. Okay, I gave the levels. I'm not going to talk about it. So look at DE today. We know DE is a good post here. Whenever a stock becomes bearish, it loses the momentum because it's been trending down for months, since August, since way before it hit 450. And it's been trending down, lower high continuation, lower high continuation. So even with this pullback, we didn't get 6 days. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this. So for me, I want more. I want more of this. I need at least 3 to 6 days of like of it doing that. Then we get a breakout of a breakdown. So for DE, I want more of that. Here it's had consolidation, then continues up, then some consolidation, continue, went down. It's not very good at consolidating, not so many days. So I don't know if it's going to give us those number of days.
Don't they have earnings tomorrow?
Huh?
Don't they have not tomorrow? Did they have earnings today? Is it today?
This morning, yeah, just reported.
Oh,
But I wasn't expecting much out of it. That's why I didn't even look at it.
okay.
Yeah. You don't want this. You've gotten puts and then it goes down, then it starts going up. All your money, whether puts or calls. That's what I want, the IB crash. So why bother with it? Just let it come post here and then it tells you what it wants to do. Does it want to go up? Does it want to go down? So DE, look at it post here. It needs to break above over this level, 454. That was the last support, was it? When D is not doing well, I don't even look at it. Since it finished dropping off, it broke support. No? It broke this. So we have a new support, 358. And it has broken 358. So the next one, if it continues going down, is 340? What was the level? Nanyamaza hata mjui levels. What is the level? 345. So this is the level to watch if it keeps going down. So it has broken, it has hit a new support, a new lower low. So if we get a pullback and it doesn't hold, go to 385, then continuation to 345. Okay? So that's for DE. That's the previous support before it ran up to 450. So is it going to go back to this or is it going to create a higher low? So we have only 2 days of indecision. I wish we could get 3 days today. 17 divided by 6. That's, what should be the change of trend? Yes. Just counting the daily, we don't get it. 358. This is day 1. Now, day 1, yesterday, was just this event bullish was excellent. I know it's supposed to be a good play. That's the reason it's in our 5K. But we know 5K, you're not only looking at them 1 week, especially since this week is a short one. So please keep watch of it. This is a good sign when it's rejecting staying down and it wants to go back up. Can be a good sign, either bullish or bearish. So there's a reason why I put it in the 5K. Sometimes I even forget the strategy, but there's a reason why it's in there. But because the week is short, we might not get a move immediately. Day 1. So probably tomorrow is a holiday. Whatever support D is coming from, it always goes DE and SRG. They confuse me because they almost have the same, the 4-8 DE. SRG is 308 or I don't know what. So this one, from whatever support, it is always supposed to go to 4-8, then 423. It sounds the same as SRG. That's why I get confused. The same thing. 423, then 430. Whatever support, we just need to confirm it wants to go back up. And then it's supposed to go all the way back to 408, 418, 418, 435. 418. So you see here, came from this support, went all the way to 418. You guys remember? Just broke slightly above 418. Then we had consolidation, then it continued. So whatever support DE is coming from, even if it's 0, supposed to go all the way to 4.8. The minute you get confirmation of a bullish trend, it's supposed to go to 4.08. So I want, if we can get another day of this, at least 3 days or even 6 days, D is not very fond of doing that. But if we can get another, today's day 1. So we look at it today, if it creates a double bottom or it creates a higher low after that pullback, then it means we might be looking at it going up. So whatever support is coming from, 4.8, 4.18 DE. ADSK. Did it report earnings? Someone had another stock with the narrow CPR. Yeah, I wanted to just look at narrow CPR. What do you guys think about NVIDIA? All your heart was there for NVIDIA. I told you guys on Sunday, nothing much is coming out of it. Those stocks are overstretched, overbought, full of. And yeah, you people don't believe when I tell you, oh, Kashiro and the rest, we must gamble like NVIDIA. So, ADSK.
What about PANW?
Majamin. We spoke about these things on Sunday. PNW is in our 5K list. I talked about it yesterday again. Woodley. I know that's your voice. Is that you?
I
Do you
know.
guys want me to talk about the same thing every day, every day? What am I talking about? It was supposed to go to 265. Did it hit 265 yesterday? It rejected by a few cents. Why are you doing that? I can't talk about these stocks every day. There's a reason I put it in 5Ks because it's something's supposed to happen. And I told you guys something will happen, but it doesn't mean it will happen in one day. So we got the first move on Monday. It pulled back. We got another move yesterday. It broke Monday's resistance. So now we want to see after 265, we have 275. Mnataka niseme nini majamini? But you are the ones who's planning to gamble planning to gamble NVIDIA, and I was telling you guys, bad idea. Okay, Dell. When you see a stock, and I talked about this when you're counting days on the daily, if that stock is not, okay, let me look at, this is a good example. BA is not even a good one. And W, not good. Which stock has just been going up for days? Okay, ISRG. Now, Dell, you want your daily candles to look beautiful like this: higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. This tells you this is a strong trend. You're going up, you're breaking previous high, you're going to create a higher low, you're going to break the previous high, creating a new high, like that, like that. You want something going upstairs, very clear, going upstairs. The minute you have a stock going like this, when you see a stock going that like this, what did we say this is a sign of? Is this a strong trend? So you have it going up, then pull back, going up 2 days, barely breaking the previous support, then another pullback, then going up, going up, going up, and then 2 days of indecision, then it goes up, then this is not a strong trend. At any time, it needs just to be pushed, and then it goes off the cliff. And the minute you're seeing this, now, do you see how this is? When it's going up, this green candle should go up. The wick should be very small. We go back to ISRG, you see the difference. This wick, this tail should be very small because it means yes, the high is being rejected, but it closed near the high. So okay, so this week it comes back down. The next one comes back down. This is the close. It's not very far away from the high. A strong one needs to be like this one. The week is not very far. The high of the day is not very far from the close. Okay, but even this one is good because it makes the following day means it's gonna create a high low and then we're going back up. But now when you have a stock, ADSK, I know ISRG is not the best example, but if you look at those stocks that have been trending up for 12 days, 11 days, the candles are just pure green, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. But the minute you're seeing these red dots in between, it's a sign of this stock is not a strong trend. And you can see it on the daily, or sorry, on a lower time frame. and it reported earnings. Dell, how is it that you didn't know ADSK is reporting earnings? You don't know why it's broke it. You don't know
Yeah.
why it's down 20 points. It reported ER. Now, if you want to know a stock that can be a good play for earnings, this is what I mean. Look at this chart. It's not beautiful just going up. It's going up, pull back. Going yearly, barely breaking for 3 days, then pull back. Then it's going 1, 2, 3 days, then pull back. Then another 3 days, then pull back. If you count, this was day 3. If you count, if I'm not wrong, that should have been day 3 or day 5. I don't even think did you count the day? Now you didn't even know it was reporting earnings. Dell.
Oh, man.
I don't like how Dell has been moving. Look at this.
Has he been moving, Virginia?
Huh?
How has he been moving?
It's not a strong trend. It's not even from that last ER. Hit 224 and then look at it. Just kept going down to 200. Then it started going up 215. Then it's going down 192. Then it's going up.
But
Until
it
this
bounced so
was a
early.
lower high. So when a stock is not giving you perfect moves, it's telling you it's not a strong bullish trend.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just right.
So you don't think it's a good post-ER play?
No, I'm not talking about I'm talking about if you were to trade for earnings, if you were to gamble for earnings and you're
No,
doing
no, no.
analysis.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
we were looking at it post ER.
Post-ER, yeah, because the earnings happen, so now, yeah, I wouldn't
So
gamble.
post ER, I don't like it compared to other tech stocks. It doesn't move. Now look at this. Look at this. It doesn't move that beautiful. Okay, it went up 224, then it's down, then it's then down, then up, then
Yeah, so
it's good. Yeah, it can give you good moves, but it has never been one of my favorites. Just look at it.
You don't think I mean based on that trend that if that there should be a lot of downward pressure based on that trend post earnings?
So this 224 was actually like a triple top. So we had it here, 223 here, 224 here, and the same time it came to the same level here.
Right.
Okay. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that you can't look at it. You can, but it's not one of my best stocks. Just look at it. It has never been one of my best since they did a split. It's just not the same.
Oh, they did do a split.
Yes. All these stocks, TDT, ADSK, NVIDIA, ever since they do a split, they just don't move the same way. Just look at it. I know sometimes I talk about it, but you'll never see it on my 5K list. You'll never see me lose sleep over it because it's not the same. Never been the same since they did the split. Look at it. It's just not beautiful. No. And I mean, I know I'm biased over some stocks. It's just me, but it doesn't mean you can't trade them. It's just slow and then it's not strong. Not so many people look. Yes. But this would have been a good one. I didn't even know it was reporting. But this was a triple top. So you guys could have gone with it based on that. So today, look at it because a triple top is already down 20 points. It's just not one of my strongest stocks.
Gotcha.
But this one would have been good, 201 to 218. And the other thing is the volume. Even if you look at the contracts, doesn't give you that much volume, especially a stock heading into earnings. I don't know if that changed this time because I didn't look at it, but this was not one of my best stocks. Yeah, it had some volume. The contracts are not bad. But sometimes you want to trade it and there's barely, I think this time because of earnings, it's usually not one of the best. And even when you see, it can drop these 20 points. And then when you go look at the contracts, it has gone up $200. It's not, I'm telling you. And it's because I've tried to trade it and I'm just like, it's not my favorite. It has dropped 20 points. You can look at the contracts this morning after the market open and you'll see it has dropped that much, but you won't see 1,000% change. No. And like some other stocks, they drop down like that and then you see a big move. VIV, I already talked about VIV. I already gave you guys the plan for VIV, so I'm not going to talk about VIV. I gave the levels. I told you guys what to expect. If you didn't see, go look at the pinned messages, Donna. FedEx, what are the levels for FedEx, guys? The same levels we talk about, the same levels I'll talk about today, tomorrow, the next day. So what are the levels? Anyone knows the levels for FedEx? FedEx usually has trouble. Which level? Yeah, she's called Dawn and she's Donna. What are the levels for FedEx? Hmm? Where is it supposed to go to?
Supposed to
261.92.
What is the key level? So whatever support FedEx is coming from, every time, we know last time, it always has a hard time breaking 250. That's just like SPY 450. FedEx is 250. Every time FedEx goes to 250, it will never just break it and go. It always has to try it, fail, try again, fail, like that. That is how it was when we were trading it in June. Was it June? When it was in our key place, it was because it had failed to break 450 for so long. Was the daily. That's how it went all the way to 270. It had consolidated. You guys were doing 5K play. Here, it had consolidated at 235 for months. That's when we were trading FedEx here. Look at this, from April all the way to May, and then we were timing it. So instead of it going up, what happened? It came down to 230. So of course it was a higher low because it rejected this. Okay, then when it started going up, the key level was to break above. It's not even this, it was to break 250. So it came here. Day 1 didn't break. Day 2 didn't break. Day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. Then finally it broke it. The next level, 265. Okay. Here, didn't hit it. Pulled back. Came again, broke it. Then consolidation. So always at 250 and at 265, FedEx has a problem. Always. Then he broke it, 270. From 270, that was the high. Of course, August, September, we were bearish. From 270, dropped all the way to 245. So it rejected the 235. 235 is a very strong support. That's the support it struggled for months to break. So when it's rejecting that 235, means it wants to go back up. Went up the same 270. So now we know 270 is another strong resistance. Double bottom, double top, came down, broke this, broke 235, went all the way to 224. Okay, now, wherever it's coming from, whether it's 200, 210, 180, whatever, for sorry? I need to finish before it goes off. So wherever it's coming from, it's supposed to head all the way back to 250. Okay, so wherever it's coming from, the minute you're seeing it's breaking a previous lower high level, it's supposed to go all the way to 250, and that's what happened. From this, it went all the way to 250. After that, we know 250, it just doesn't break. It will take days. We had day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, then finally it went. Then it didn't go to 265. These levels, I would say them this year. I talked about them in April when we were going up. They're the same levels we've been talking about. We are back to the same levels. It doesn't change. So now we need to break that 265, then go to 270, because this was the first attempt, the second attempt. So we need a third attempt. Either it's gonna break it or we're gonna go drop down again. So FedEx is the same. I'm usually biased. I know I don't look at UPS as much as I should, but they have the different. There was a time FedEx was going up and UPS was going down. They don't move the same pattern, but it's the same industry. But that's what FedEx levels are. Always at 250 struggles, always at 235 struggles, always at 265 struggle, now at 270 struggle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys know I love this. I love this because after this, a move has to happen.
It's squeezing on the 1 hour.
And it has a narrow CPR. This is the month, this is the weekly. Then always look at both. It has a medium, which is not bad. So it means if it breaks 265, it's going to 269 to 88. But we know before this, we need to break that 270. So those levels for FedEx, whether it's last year or this year or 2 years from now, go look, it's the same levels. It has issues. You want to trade into, I don't want to look at it. When is into reporting? So I told you guys, sorry. Viv is supposed to go back to 220. What is the level? What was the level I said for into 220? It's supposed to head back to 220. Okay. It's reporting earnings December 6th. So look at it because this is usually a good pre. Now look at this stock compared to, as much as it's not, it wasn't perfect here, but it was trending up, went up, pull back, went up, pull back, went up. 211, started coming down, then went up to 25, started coming down. I love this way better than ADSK, but so this one has been trending down. It lost over 200. Obviously, big. It lost over. This is the same stock. No, right? Why am I confusing stocks today? So 220, supposed to go back to 220. So it rejected 160, created a higher low, 162. It's going back up. We still don't have, we still have dwarfy, we have dwarfy candles. Just need to establish that we need to break this. You see this first candle, it went all the way to 182. So we need to break this 182. Then we'll start having very strong bullish candles going up. But in the meantime, it's still trending up. We had 1, 2, 3 pullback. I don't know if I should count from here. 4, 5, 6. We need to break 182. Okay, but it's supposed to go back to 220. Dawn. Into, we counted the days. We looked at into on Sunday, I think. You guys go back to look at those videos. So into has the same pattern as ADSK. What is wrong with this pattern? I've just talked about it. What is wrong with it? Ashiro, you're the one who asked about into. What is wrong with this chart? Okay, so
It's weak.
It's weak. It's not, yes, it's going up, but in between we have those red
Mhm.
candles, red candles, red candles. So it's not a good move, you know, going up compared to here, even though this was a pullback. We just had continuous days going up. Look at here. Up, 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 up. Okay, very strong trend. Here the same way. But here it's just, it goes up, it's brought down. Goes up, brought down. Goes up. Here we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 days of inside days. So since it made this range from 536 to 566, it has never broken this level. It's inside day, inside day, inside day, inside day. Okay, so this is not a good sign for into. And see, we slightly broke this support from September. Sorry, resistance slightly went above it. This one, we had a deep pullback here. So 558. Another deep pullback here. So this is gonna be interesting. It's next week. So let's keep a watch of it. We'll look at it on Monday. Usually, does it report pre-market? No, it usually reports after hours, not pre-market. So we'll look at it on Monday and see if we can gamble something on it. Obviously, calls will be expensive, but this can be a sign of it pulling back. Okay. So I'm not so, yeah, I mean, we know tomorrow is a holiday, so we might not get those big moves that we're expecting. And we might spill over into next week just because we have a holiday and then Friday we are only doing, we're not doing all the way to market close. We'll close early. And the volume factor, I mean, when people go for holidays, the volume reduces. When volume reduces, stocks don't move the way we want them to move. Yesterday's SPY had an NR7, barely, even with, I didn't know FOMC was yesterday, and just didn't do much because there was no volume at all. Okay, so please don't anticipate those moves if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we had an NR7 yesterday. Okay, so we've been creating ranges, and then NR7. If you see, the last time we had an NR7 was here. This was the last time on the 8th. Okay, then we had another day, and then finally we broke out. So NR7 means something is happening. This stock has been trading up for 7 days, and then it creates a low range. So you're either going to continue up or you're going to break down, break out or break down. That's what follows every time you have an NR7. That's what follows. And NR7 doesn't come every day. It's usually after 7 days. So it means something is going to happen because we've been trending up for the past 7 days before the last NR7. So nothing happens much. I don't even know which day we are. You guys have to bear with me. This week, my body, everything is already on holiday mood.
Mine too, Virginia, mine too.
Okay, so we still have time to make money for Christmas. December will be good before the last week. The last week before Christmas. So we still have time to make money. I'm not worried about this week so much. All right. If there's nothing, let me go. My daughter still has school. I told you guys in Wyoming, we don't get the breaks you guys get because we have too many snow days. So this is She has to go to school. She has half day today. Yeah. So the only stock I'm looking at, I was supposed to look at Apple. Now, when you guys start making me, look at, when was the last time you see Apple in this beautiful chart? Like,
Ooh.
seriously. So Apple also had an NR7, but some of these stocks, I'm expecting some slingshots. So it means they have to go back before we get a move up. So we'll see what happens with the NR7 today. We're gonna get a slingshot, means you have to pull back and then release.
What does NR7 mean? I don't understand.
My goodness, I've just said what NR7 means. You're trending up for the past 7 days, and then you create an inside bar, a very
Inside
narrow
bar.
range. NR, narrow range. So it means the
Okay.
narrowest range in the past 7 days. The last time we had an NR7 was the 8th. Okay, here, no, I don't know. Apple didn't have NR7. It was only, it did, no? No, Apple didn't have NR7. It was Pi and the others. Okay, Apple didn't. And where was I looking? Oh, so I'm expecting some slingshots, but with those slingshots, we must pull back. I know I'm not tired of being bullish, but for us to get another momentum, do you see what happened? We came down, then we got the momentum. For us to continue with the momentum, we must get some kind of a pullback, and then we shoot up again. So that's what I'm hoping for. NR7, so SPY, the last time we had NR7 was here. So we were trending up, 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 up. Then we had a narrow range bar. Then the next day, indecision. Sometimes NR7 is usually followed by indecision. And then somebody, okay, I know what you want. I'm done. Then NR7 followed by indecision, and then either a breakout or a breakdown. Okay. I have to go. This one is hungry. See you guys. Where's
All
Dawn
right.
and where's Dawn
Go
and
eat.
Dan?
Go eat that turkey.
Oh yeah.
Here.
I usually make I don't think I've ever celebrated Thanksgiving in my house. We are always invited somewhere.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. My
Mhm.
friends always invite us, and I'm like,
Free
"Hey,
food, free food.
I go because I don't want to cook." So
Cook.
I usually, yeah. And
Don't want to.
it was just Serena and me. So now, okay. It was just Serena and me, and I didn't see the reason just to make a turkey and we eat. You know, a turkey, you can't eat like chicken every day. It makes you I don't know what the is. I have to go. See you guys. Bye.
All right. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Good luck, everybody.